Welcome to MegaNet Gaming, and today we're going to review a game that was on the second game cartridge I ever received for the first system I owned, which was the NES. The first NES I got had the light gun, it had controllers, and it came with the Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet cartridge. For whatever reason that one didn't work, it got returned. I got a new one from the Radio Shack. It came with a combination cartridge of Nintendo World Cup and in this game, Super Spike Volleyball. Now before you think this is going to be one of the random garbage games I pull up and review occasionally for the NES, hold up. It's actually kind of... We'll go over the details of it first. And yes, on the screen, that's Billy and Jimmy from Double Dragon you can play as. That's already a plus. It's based on the arcade game, US Championship B-Ball. And the NES version was released in North America in December of 1988 for the arcade. And the NES version was released in February of 1990. It supports up to 4 simultaneous players. And there's a few different modes you can do. And there's actually quite a bit you can customize as far as the rule set, points, number of sets, etc. So basically you enter the way the plot goes is you basically start off, you get to pick your team. You have the George and Murphy, which are the well-balanced ones, Al and John, which are the powerful but slow, Billy and Jimmy, which are the very good defensive but poor spiking power, Ed and Michael, which are the fast ones. And you can enter a tournament against the CPU. And the different modes you can do, you have Exercise, American Circuit, and World Cup. The World Cup mode, you have to beat 7 teams in order. You have Japan, Italy, Australia, Mexico, Brazil, the Navy, and USSR, all on hard difficulty. The courts do have some variation in colors. They are a little bit different. The soundtrack is well done for it being what you'd think would be a cheap volleyball game. There's actually some special moves and stuff you can do that actually makes the game a bit more interesting than your standard game trying to be a serious volleyball game. You also have the little... The sound effects are your standard fare. As they hit the ball hard, you'll see the sound effects above their players' heads. The gameplay is actually a really fun game. Even playing against a computer, it's quite fun. It controls very well. And if you could get 4 people together, this could be an extremely fun game to play against friends. Despite volleyball being quite a boring looking sport in my opinion. I know you can feel free to disagree. If you use the Game Genie, you can actually unlock the female teams. And there's some other hidden things you can find in the game as well. And the difficulty of if you're on the lowest level of difficulty, it's pretty easy. Gives you time to get used to controls. Once you get to the hardest difficulty level, it does become quite a challenging game that requires pretty precise timing and execution. So anyways, even though it controls well, it is a pretty simplistic looking volleyball game. Not a whole lot there, but it actually does does the basics very well for an arcade-style sports game. As such, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 5.5 out of 10, just slightly above average. It's a fun game. You can probably pick this one up at your local game store for $1.99, and you'll definitely get that amount of enjoyment out of it. Actually quite a bit more. And even better if you can find the combo cartridge with Nintendo World Cup, that's even better. So, it's a good game, even if you don't like volleyball that much. If you can get somebody else to play it with you, you'll have a good time with it, at least in little spurts. And it's a cheap addition to your collection. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please like and subscribe, and I'll go ahead and let the match play out on here so you can go ahead and see an example of how the game plays.